correctly. So, I guess I'll go over the list real quick. Have 19 lands, no basic island. Mostly this deck is a lot more color hungry than the other Delver decks I've played in the past. Because Arcanist requires red and there's a lot of single black spells. So I don't think basic island is as good as it has been in the past. There are times where you obviously want basic island. Notably versus Path to Exile and Ghost Quarter basic island is pretty powerful. So in that vein, I play less of I guess what are known as the like big threats in the deck. Don't have as many Pyromancers, don't have as many True Names, and don't have as many Anglers as other lists you might see. Instead, we have 4 Arcanists, and the idea is to just sort of try to clear the way for them, either via discard or 1-drop removal, but it is important that most of your spells cost 1 in that regard. Otherwise, I don't think the deck quite works correctly. Unless you play something that pumps your Arcanist permanently. There's not that many good options for cards that pump your Arcanist permanently. I think, like, I guess, like, Death Baron or something really terrible. Or, like, Battle Growth. One combo that I'm not interested in exploring in this deck, but, like, in a Rug Shell, is Become Immense plus Dreadhorde Arcanist, I think, is pretty strong. You could see that pop up somewhere. I'm not sure where yet. Sideboard. I do have Spell Pierce in the sideboard still. I don't have in the main deck. Obviously, it's still a good card. I was trying to explore the avenue of maximizing the Arcanist package in the main deck. Surgical is pretty good with Arcanist as well. Edict, Triumph. I mean, these 3 are basically the same card, but are slightly different. Yeah, GTA is a lot of mana. That's why I've gone away from it in the past, but that is not irrelevant. Marsh Casualties, I think it's the best sweeper you can play right now in Grixis colors. Liliana, just phenomenal card. Obviously, it doesn't work with Arcanist, but like it's just a good card, period. So Arcanist, Narset, Wheel of Fate. I'll leave that to the Kobe's of the world. Leave that to the Kobe's of the world. Anyways, 2 Pyroblast, Null Rod for all of those jerks who are playing artifacts, and a second Abrade for Chalice of the Void. Alright, so let's get to some matches. What's up, Max? Play lobby. Alright, we have a match. Against Giacomo Zorzen. Alright, this looks pretty good. I think I'm just going to Thoughtseize on turn 1 off Underground Sea. Obviously, it kind of sucks that I don't have a fetch for my Brainstorm, but I think that'll end up being okay. Scry to top, so I'm going to take Show and Tell then. Most likely the top card is a fatty. Obviously it could be like just a cantrip or something, but I guess it was a cantrip. Alright. Still fine, like they're missing both halves of their combos, so like for a Ponder to find both halves is not that likely. Plus, I think my next turn is going to be play Arcanist, hold the True-Name to pitch to force, probably flashback Thoughtseize with Arcanist on turn 3. But obviously, depends on what I draw, depends on what they do. There's a lot of contextual things that could happen here. I chose not to shuffle. Alright. That's somewhat frightening, but... yeah. Might be a sneak attack, I guess. And I'm gonna pitch True-Name. Oh, they do have a Fluster still. They have Fluster Delta in their hand. Should I double Brainstorm? Or should I just Thoughtseize them? They only have they have Fluster Delta in hand as known cards. Huh. Let's think about it. Yeah, I guess that's the safest because then that also tells me what I need. Ooh, I can cast it inside combat. Alright, their hand's Mountain Delta. Still gonna Brainstorm, it's just... Alright, so I can shuffle these away, and I think I'm supposed to, using the Ponder. Yeah, I'm just gonna shuffle. Yeah, maybe, like... Alright, so their hand's Mountain. That's pretty good. How do I want to do this? I guess I attack. This is actually pretty complicated. So, I think I'm going to Brainstorm, attack Ponder, in case if I don't have a shuffle effect, and then play Delver. What's up, Eddie? I think that's my plan. Note, I don't really need red mana for anything. Like, I don't care about bolting. That's pretty good. Alright. So I want to flip my Delver, because I want to show them Force. Alright. I'm gonna cast Ponder now. I guess I can just show them Bolt now instead, and just keep the Force in my hand. Obviously, this is a matchup where Arcanist is going to look better than normal, because they have basically no removal in their deck. So you have Mountain Unknown. I'm going to attack and... Let's see. What happens if I bolt? That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's not quite lethal. So I'll just Brainstorm instead. It's actually, like, relatively close, which is somewhat frightening. Jesus. Well, I am Arcanist flooded now. As the kids say. The UR version with Monster Mentor. I have not seen that. I think I'm going to leave the Delver in my hand and just waste them. I'm not even going to play the Delver, so I'm not putting the Bolt on top. Actually, that might have been a mistake. Should have thought about it further, but if I had put the Bolt on top, it actually would have been lethal next turn, so this was actually a mistake. Let's see if I'm still supposed to cast this, though. 5. This is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, but they have 2 fetches. Actually, I guess I'm not supposed to, because the Bolt will end it. This is actually fine. I should have done the math, though. I didn't. Basically, since both of their lands are fetches, this Bolt is equally lethal. Alright. Yeah, I didn't count, but if I had counted, I would have realized that this is correct, I think. Because I counted 10 damage before, and 10 plus the 2 fetches is 12 exactly, so... Bolt you. You could see what I was drinking. That's kind of creepy, actually, but whatevs. I didn't think the logo would be visible. Alright, they're at 1. They can't cast Force. Also, they realize that their fetch is off now. Alright. Core Cruxian, I'm attempting to find that out. Fair enough, Gavin Ender. Alright. I actually do not believe the bolts are that good in this matchup. I believe this card is good. I believe this card is good. I don't love Surgical as much as other people do in this matchup, but Abrade is pretty awful, so... The card Abrade is good against is exactly Defense Grid. So the question is, do I want Edicts for an Emrakul, or do I want Surgical to try to punk all of their redundant copies of a card after I counter one? Kind of feel like Edict is better, but I don't feel as strongly about it. I guess this could technically kill Defense Grid, but... I think it's Edict versus Surgical versus Rampage, but I'm going to have Edict in my deck instead. Alright, so we won game 1 versus... Gavin Under, it's not that. It's when you play against lifelink creatures and you want to Diabolic Edict yourself. I don't like cutting True-Name that much, but you could make a case for it. I'm gonna keep. This hand's pretty good, although this shows you one problem, which is I don't have a Badlands in my deck, but even still, it would really need to be a tricolor land. Gavin Under, that actually comes up versus Death and Taxes more than you would think. Or like Blue-White Stoneblade or something like that, but it's fine. The question is, do I get Volcanic or Sea? Well, I have this red card, but I have 2 black cards. But there are 4 Seas in my deck versus 3 Volcanics. So I think I'm supposed to get Volcanic. Interested what other people would do. Planet Mold and Scry to the top and miss their second land drop. Huh, what does this mean? Ooh, Underground Seas right there. Does anyone have a read on like what that would mean? They mold, scry to the top, miss their second land drop? I'm trying to figure it out, and it's like kind of baffling to me actually. We'll get in with our Eager Cadet while we can. I guess Fugitive Wizard is actually more correct. Don't think I'm going to counter this. It's actually kind of tempting, but I don't think it's correct. I do think it's close, though. I think what's going to happen here is they're going to jam an expensive spell. The reason to EOT Brainstorm is when your mana is constrained like this. So I would expect a sneak attack this turn, I think, is what's going to happen. Or nothing. Alright, shows what I know. It's not great. I am going to play the Pyromancer out, though. Problem with not playing the Pyromancer out is I think my clock is too slow. And it's not like my hand's actually going anywhere. Alright, so they're actually flooded, I think. Which is ironic. Alright, I don't think I'm going to play that one out. Do you like my Grixis random creature deck? My Grixis Humans deck? Playing Grixis Humans. Unfortunately, Dreadhorde Arcanist is a zombie wizard, not a human, so I guess that cuts down on the theme. Yeah, Eddie, I'm playing humans. Alright. Grixis wizards. Well, the problem is this is a shaman, so not really. And True-Name is a merfolk rogue, and this is a zombie fish. Well, you have not said anything that I felt like I actually needed to acknowledge. Maybe I just discard the Angler. Don't need it. Grixis Zoo is actually probably the most accurate description of this configuration of creatures. This is a weird game. I guess I'll cast Preordain. I'm going to cast it off the sea to leave up 2 Pyroblasts. You have 4 NIA. Thanks for the sub. Gonna top both. And then I'm gonna just discard Liliana's Triumph this turn. Karinho, do you think there's a reason for me to take a risk like that? Alright, that was kind of stupid. Wait, what EOT Brainstorm? I didn't even have a Brainstorm in my hand. Playing against Hatjacks. Guess I'll keep. It's not the most exciting hand, but I don't think you're allowed to mulligan hands like these. There's one Abrade. You can check out the deck list on the left-hand side via the Cardboard Live extension. Right, we're playing against Elves. Right, that was good. Hmm. Zero. I think that's one of the better matchups for the card. They have no removal for it, so it just snowballs really quickly. I think I might have to Daze this one, but let me think about it. If I don't Daze it, they'll have 3, 4, 5 next turn, which means they can play in natural order through Daze. Probably supposed to Daze it. Kind of sucks because it... What about Thoughtseize or Inquisition for Sneak and Show on Rog? So I'm going to make a play that looks not so good on the surface. I actually am going to EOT Brainstorm for a few reasons here. The first reason to EOT Brainstorm here is I'm going to set up a turn 3 Arcanist. But it also allows me to put my Delver. Or I could just offer the trade. Alright. I'm actually fine with this. I think flashing back a bunch of cantrips for Sneak and Show to just load up your hand is actually really good. I think you'll find that's the case versus most of the spell combo decks. It's kind of annoying, but whatever. That's actually like pretty good versus this plan as well. Alright, I'm just gonna let it go. I'm actually, I switched plans again, I didn't mention it. I think now spewing the Brainstorm just means it won't really work out that well. I could have abraded the Ooze, but don't think that works that well either. Actually, that might have been a mistake. This might just get too big for me to handle. I'm curious about them trading the Q Ranger for the Delver, though. Note, if this Abrade were a Bolt, I think we'd have been in insane shape this game. But it's not, so I think we're in sort of not so good shape. Yeah, I said that I thought that was a mistake. I should have just taken a turn off to kill it, because now it's going to be an enormous problem. And this second Clearing Ranger explains why they traded off the first, I think. I would not play a Chain Lightning in Grixis, so it would not be that either. We're gonna need to find some good stuff. That's not good. It's been pretty good so far, J-Tron. I think we're gonna lose this game, but I think very flooded. Yeah, if I had done it in the different order, I think I would actually be okay instead of being like completely screwed. But that's okay. I guess I might just... Yeah, this sucks. Alright. So, I'm actually just going to show them blue-red lands. Because the fact that they don't know we have Underground Sea in our deck is going to be a huge boon, I think, for us in the post-board game. Feels bad, man. I might Wasteland them inside combat if they let the damage resolve. Note they gave me this window to Wasteland their Bayou by picking up their Quarian Ranger. I guess they thought it was more valuable than my Delver, which I'm not even sure is true, because if you trade off two creatures, the ooze can become two bigger. Alright. We're done here. Another land is not going to be helpful. Yeah, this game spiraled out of control when I didn't abrade this thing when I should have. That was an enormous mistake. Alright. What don't I like in this matchup? I do like these. Trying to remember what else I was doing in this matchup before. So I think True-Name is good. Was I siding out Angler before? I think Angler kind of sucks. Another thing you can do is shave on forces versus some. I actually think the card is kind of mediocre. And depending on how they play, Daze goes from medium to like okay. So I might just shave like one Daze. Playing against Hat Jacks. I'm just gonna side out two Dazes, I think. I think my post-board configuration is so good versus them that it's okay. We're playing game 2 versus Elves. I lost game 1 by punting. I beat Sneak and Show round 1. This is a sort of hand that makes me wish I had a Battlelands in my deck, but I'm still going to keep. Mostly I think this card is so powerful that I think you're not really allowed to mulligan a hand that has it versus them. If I draw a third land, it would be okay. Did I side out any forces? Maybe should have considered shaving one. Alright, that's fine. Alright. We have a very different plan. We actually have two orthogonal plans. Yeah, exactly, Mr. Tofu. I think the way I played it was really, 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 really bad. Alright. So, if I draw a land, I think I just play Last Hope. If I don't, I think I just play Marsh Casualties. Alright. I think I'm going to play Last Hope and force them to commit a bunch. And even better, the casualties plus the last hope means I can sort of just leverage. I can kill 2 toughness creatures as well, is what I actually meant to say. I guess if I draw 2 more lands, I could also even solve a 3 toughness creature, but I'm not going to be greedy here. I think this last hope plus Marsh Casualties is going to be good enough. Games are going alright. We won our first match. Why kill the Llanowar over the Ranger Visionary? Because it cuts them off 1 mana guaranteed. Llanowar was definitely the first pick in my mind. You know the saying "bolt the bird" sort of applies here too. I'm gonna just let that go. They might get Nettle Sentinel, but that's okay. They also might get Heritage Druid, and that's okay. We're basically going to play this game like a Grixis control deck. The only problem with getting a Druid, if they don't have any good follow-up, is that it just presents another creature that it would die to the last hope. So that's why they might get a Nettle Sentinel. Oh, they got a Birchwar Rangers. Alright. Thinking. They played a land for turn. They've used Quirion Ranger. Make a green. I'm thinking if I'm supposed to force this. I'm trying to figure out what's going to happen. So if I let this resolve, they will untap their Birchwar Rangers, return Visionary, tap their 2 elves, play Visionary. I feel like I should force this. That I don't think a glimpse with Alright. Whatevs. Kind of sucks, but that also explains the... Alright, now I have another tough decision. Should I... I only have one more Marsh Casualties left, so actually it's not that tough. Don't think I actually want either of those. I think they don't do enough. Woo! Woo! Is that good? Alright, what do I want to kill? Probably these two. Nah, think killing True-Name is too important. Probably gonna get another Nettle now, right? Can't imagine they didn't get anything but Nettle. Just gonna play both of them out so I can flash back both of my 1-drops. Plus, they already know my hands, so it's not like I gain anything by just bluffing. Interesting. Interesting. Alright, so what this means is that... Oh, that's really good too. I was about to say something else, but here's what I'm going to do. Plus on that. Bolt that. Just flashback both removal spells and they lose. Have fun. Actually, I'm gonna Thoughtseize them. I just want to get them info for a game. All right. Well, when I said I was going to play a Grixis control game, this is a card that would be good in Grixis control in this type of matchup. So I don't know what you want me to say about that, I guess. Anyways, I have a feeling our opponent's going to sideboard differently for Game 3, although they already brought in the Thoughtseize, so maybe not too differently. My head already hurts, so I'd prefer not to. Usually they play a third True-Name, a third Pyromancer, sometimes a third Angler, and Spell Pierces. Do I want to cast Abrade OT? I don't. Yeah, I've had Cardboard Live enabled forever. I'm kind of hoping they actually double block. I just target Brainstorm both. If they double block, I get to blow them out, which is kind of nice. What else? Look, I'm not the boss of my opponent. What are you talking about? Ved, I actually have no idea what you're talking about. Daze is even worse on the draw. Ved, what do you think this card does? You... Please read the card before you... Ved, if you just keep saying it sucks, I'm gonna be, like, kind of annoyed. Because you're just saying things. Anyways, I think I want to cut these Dazes on the draw. For basically anything. I really don't like this card versus them. I don't think it's very good. I guess maybe... I'd rather have an Edict, I think. Actually, I'd rather have the other Edict. Because I do actually have, like, this. So grinding them to 0 is actually not irrelevant. I have an STD. Okay. What the hell is that? Do you want to delete that message? Squee Goblin Nabob there is, actually. And I think I'm just playing towards the corner case where you want to edict yourself versus a lifelink creature. But that was pretty good. I think I'm just gonna waste them. Actually, maybe I shouldn't. I think an argument against Arcanist is if you expect a lot of graveyard hate. These are all kind of good, actually. Don't want the land the most, so... But a second Marsh Casualties I think is pretty good. So I could trade my Wasteland to make them pick up their land, but is that even good? Seems like the answer is no. Alright. Just gonna play this, say go. Hope they play a bunch more 1 toughness creatures. There's one. Obviously, I'm sort of exposed if they try to combo me here. I don't think I would want to put Claim to Fame in this deck, but I could see that. It's kind of adorable, actually. Nice. The graveyard hate thing, I think, is an argument. Huh. Sorry I didn't call you adorable. Didn't know you wanted me to. I think I just ponder looking for a bolt for that and waste the cradle. That's my plan. Alright, I guess that kind of works. Do I waste or do I abrade? I think I waste, actually. No, I think so. I thought about it for a bit. I actually have a very coherent plan now, which is cut them off all of their mana, then just Abrade that next turn, then cast Marsh Casualties the turn after. Yeah, Waste cuts 4 mana, which is just basically infinite. Yeah, there are no creatures in the graveyard. My Lumen Grid Warden's holding down the fort. Yeah, 4 is basically Aleph Null. You should look up what Aleph Null is if you don't know. No, I said 4 is basically infinite. I reserve the right to define basically. Wait, I thought you already resubbed. Huh, that's weird. I don't know what happened. Alright. Basically resubbed. Alright, gonna say go now. It's bugged? Alright, fair enough. So I'm gonna Abrade this now in case they draw another Cradle to cut off 1 mana. I just wanted to see what they would do with their fetch. And the like. Alright, so they still have like 1, 2, 3, 4. They still have 4 mana. Does anyone remember what my top card is? I feel like it's another land, but I don't actually remember right now. That's fine. Yeah, I think it's a land as well. All right, so they're gonna get to return their visionary. Oh no, they might. Oh no, sorry. They'll get to use it on this turn and my turn when I cast Marsh Casualties. Yeah, it's Force Misty Abrade. That's what I thought. Couldn't remember. Oh, they're playing around Daze. That makes sense. Well, I guess they think it makes sense, but... They'll get to return that and probably something else. Well, I mean, I guess definitely something else. Return Quarian Ranger. Alright. 10 for 1. So their hand is Quarian Ranger, Dryad Arbor, Visionary. We're close to casting Traumatic Visions. There's the Visionary. There's the Quarian Ranger. Casting this kills these two. I think I can just wait though. I'm greedy. I'm gonna try to farm another creature out of them. Alright. Mission complete. I really wanted to farm one more creature out of them. I mean, yeah, that one replaces itself, but... Ooh, okay. Alright, I will also cast this first. Just to decide what I'm going to do. I think that's kind of perfect, actually. I do love it when they have all X1s. To be fair, I could have killed an X2. Probably want that one. Not gonna Forked Bolt just that. I think I can be greedy again. Just extract slightly more value out of it. I mean, obviously it's a little bit dangerous to do this, but only a little bit, because I do have Force plus True-Name behind. They might decay my Pyro, I guess. Alright. Okay. That actually makes a lot of sense for them to be holding. Ooh, Papa! So call me maybe. I think we're about to beat 3-0. That's funny. I can make them discard a card. Should I play around Null Hide Ferox? Sorry, it's our second match. You're correct. Does it matter what I do? Not really. I could basically click buttons at random and my opponent would die. Again, hoping they play another... Alright. I could have also returned my thing. I didn't feel like it. Alright. Please lose your last card. I'm not playing around Smiter. Ooh, the Archon Valor's Reach was in their hand. That's like Lockstone Smiter in many ways. In that it's a green-white rare. And that's about it. I guess it has 4 or more power. Alright. We're 2-0. I actually think Smiter was overrated in Standard, but that's unrelated, Eddie. I would like to give a shout out to Mana Traders and Cardboard Live for making this stream possible. Well, you don't mean that, so that's okay. You can check out Man Traders if you would like to support the stream there. We'll attack first and see what happens. You a Mega Flippo one, thanks for the follow. Yeah, that's fine. Could be in trouble if it's like a Delver Mirror and they like waste me this turn. If you check out the list on the left-hand side, there's something very different about this specific list. The dough. They bought them both. That's a better sign. I'm just going to Thoughtseize. Alright, this is what it felt like to me. I think I'm going to take Sneak Attack. Question is, should I waste them? Doesn't seem like wasting them. Well, the problem is waste doesn't cast any of the cards I would want to draw either, really. So I think I am. Alternatively, they could play a Tomb out and say go. And if I waste that Tomb, that keeps my Daze sort of alive. Actually, it won't be live. Whereas if I kill a blue source, it prevents them from double cantripping. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Alright. There's Preordain. So they have these 4 and an unknown card. They bought them both. That's a good sign. Well, I guess as good as it can be. Flooded Strand was one of their draws. Flooded Strand was one of my draws. They have another Spell Pierce, I guess? they do, that's fine. Like, whatever. Alright. It's fine. It undoes... That undoes all of their scrying, so it's not, like, completely free for them to do that. Like, now that they could hypothetically draw one of the cards they put on the bottom. Alright. That's scary. Things are not looking good. Yeah, guess we go digging. Fuck! I'm dead! Actually, hold up. Is there any way I can get out of this? Damn, no. Alright, well, did what I could. Really wish they didn't have the fluster for my second Brainstorm, but that's okay. They basically got to use mana in convenient spots for them. Shuffle into non-fetch land bolt. I don't understand. I was casting Ponder. I can only draw one card, right? Oh. Wait. Okay, never mind. I did preemptively concede. You are correct. Alright. Perfect. Game kind of sucked. Did they win the die roll that game? They didn't. Oh. Yeah, I'll keep. I guess I'm going to keep the Force, but it's not that exciting. I'm also going to keep the Waste. I've played Therapy before off and on. I think if I had a third Pyromancer, I would consider one Therapy somewhere. They bottomed one and topped one. Alright. Alright, so the question is, am I going to want to keep that Angler? And am I going to want to keep the Edict? It seems like I can afford to put the Edict away, actually. I'm gonna put the Waste and Edict back. I kind of like Pyroblasting this, actually. I think I'm going to. Yes, I don't have black mana, but that's okay. I have black mana. Am I supposed to cast his Brainstorm first? Feels like no. Not gonna cast the Brainstorm. Yeah, I'm gonna leave a Preordain in the yard. Exactly, I think my hand's set up. Contemplating forcing back. It's so weird though. Like, let's analyze it. I guess I don't really have to force it back. Well, that if we had sided out true names, we'd only have 11 more. Like, the threat density thing is actually sort of real. I think now I'm gonna Brainstorm first. That's pretty good. So, can put Pyro, Force on top, Wasteland. Wonder if that was a bluff. There's no real reason to play the land. Alright. Yeah, I don't think they can, but, you know, some people are actual maniacs, so... Okay. So they have to hit Island plus show. I guess they could hit Pyroclasm. Yeah. Don't think I'm going to change anything personally. What's up, Rated E? We're 2-0 currently. 1 round 1 versus Sneak and Show, 1 round 2 versus Elves. Round 3, we're up against Sneak and Show again. This is a pretty good hand. Not going to mulligan. Oh, I thought they were gonna leyline me. There was like a weird pause. I kind of hope leyline's in their opener and they just forgot to put it in. Where's Thoughtseize? Well, so I sort of misclicked on the Gristle, but funnily enough, yeah, I think I do too, but it was also a misclick, all things considered. Wonder if they're gonna moon me. Kind of hope they will, like... Nice. Gonna attack and Thoughtseize them first. This is going well. To be fair, their hands kind of sucked. Actually, should have... Nah. I could have considered piercing it, but I should have given some thought at least. I didn't. Survival's so sweet. Do I pierce or daze? I think I daze. Alright. Alright, if you insist, deck. If you insist. JP is really good at Magic in general, I think. I've had the pleasure of playing against him twice, and also watching him play a reasonable amount. Kid on Dredge. You kids on Dredge, you. Okay. Out of fuel, but that's fine. They only have a Tarn and 2 unknowns. Say no to Dredge, kids. Oi. Oi. Ooh, they bought them both. Proxies are a beautiful thing, yeah. Played Mountain instead of Tarn. Alright. I feel like that means something. Not sure what, though. Almost got him dead again. I hope they draw a Blood Moon again. So if I force it, plays around Spell Pierce, so I'm supposed to force. You're dead! Alright, we're 3-0. I am imagining it. Oh wait, you can always support the stream by following, subbing, throwing pennies at my bit jar. I don't know. There's plenty of ways. I'm here usually Mondays and Thursdays. And I appreciate everyone who's hanging out. Playing some Grixis Delver with Dreadhorde Arcanist. The dough, a bit is a penny. And yes, unfortunately, we do live in a country with pennies still. Thanks, J-Tron. That's really funny. 10 pennies, that's a dime? Oh. Pennies. Yeah, exactly. Dan's game indeed. Oh my gosh. Let's see what we got. Oh, not like this one penny. I miss Ben Schwartz. That's who that is. Pelanek. Probably Check Pile or Grixis Pile or whatever. That's what this person used to play a while, right? I'm gonna keep. It's not the most exciting hand. Oh, I just noticed freaking Ponders are mismatched from Mana Traders. Jeez. Alright, whatever. I like this Ponder the best. I have Chinese of these IRL. Alright. I guess that's accurate. Don't having a removal in sight. Unfortunately, I think I have to do this. Where were you last turn? Alright, fuck. Probably dead now. Holy shit! Look at that bit we're going. Thanks, y'all. Poor Quiffy's in third place with 1 penny. Look at all those bits! Failfish won indeed. Well, I failfished my land. Poor Cliffy! Y'all are just leaving Cliffy in the dust. Oh, this is excellent though. Oh my gosh. Shit. Alright, just gonna bolt. Actually sort of hoping they just like do I daze this just to save some life? Alright. This seems weird. I'm gonna daze it to save 3 life and then replay my ponder. Fortunately, if they daze here, it's a complete blowout, but I don't think they have it. Because they would have just led on daze on my bolt instead. Now if they daze my bolt, I'm gonna freaking lose it so bad. It's gonna be horrible. I don't think they have it though. Like, the game just doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Alright, alright. They could just be flooding out. What the hell? Alright. Alright, so it's like some sort of counter pyro deck with AKs and bolts and stuff. Ah! Where's my Thoughtseize? 2, 3. Oh my god, they can play that Reveler next turn? Everything is horrible right now. Probably gonna lose this game really easily. Is it Miracles with Bonfire and Devastation Tide? I thought they were a Delver deck, that's why. I really, really, really thought they were a different deck, obviously, but, you know, c'est la vie. They might not even go for it here. Alright! Okay. That's a thing. I'm gonna Thoughtseize the Reveler and hope to draw land. I will take a big hit once, which sucks, but whatever. They're like a bigger blue-red deck, essentially. Alright. People have played this off and on in, like, blue-red spells. I don't think it's particularly good, but it is a big creature. It's from Amonkhet. It appears I've lost the game. Probably lost when I didn't play my second land. Like, Gurmag Angler, I'm pretty sure is just a better version of that card. I guess I have Pyromancer. Yeah, that is true. Pi Kitsune. That's definitely true. I think I'm gonna side out forces versus this opponent. Gonna side in. Last hope, Edict. Edict. I'm not gonna side in Marsh because I don't know if they have True-Name or not. I mean, they might, but they also might not. So kind of have a lot of threes now, though. What should I do? What do y'all think? Could one of the matching Dazes? Which Daze did they see, I guess, is the real question. I don't think I'm going to cut any Dazes, actually. I might just cut Inquisition because their more powerful cards are the ones I care about. Alright. I'm satisfied. I'm gonna go Delver, then I'm gonna go Arcanist. I don't know, why does it say that? I literally have no idea for what it's worth. Should I Daze this, though? Wait, am I actually hosting now? What the hell? What's going on? Alright. I'm not gonna Daze it, but I think it was actually sort of a close decision. Hooglin hack was thwarted. I actually don't mind Hooglin. I know he's not the most popular person, but I don't mind most people. It's also possible I was supposed to Thoughtseize this turn to try to clear away a bolt. But whatevs. Gonna play around Pierce by doing this. Daze, Fork Bolt, Ponder. Guess I'll take the Ponder and Forked Bolt and leave them with a Daze. This is their hand? Holy cow, they have so many lands. They chose not to shuffle, though. So it leads me to believe there's another good card on top of their deck. Maybe I don't even Thoughtseize them this turn. Although if their top card is Bolt, then I will want to Thoughtseize this turn. So I guess that's just maniacal not to Thoughtseize this turn. Well, first off, I only have two True Names in my deck. So I don't really want to play towards that. Second, I don't know how Daze would protect their True Name. Zzz. Opponent, let me cast my Thoughtseize, please. This is not fun. I just want to cast my Thoughtseize. In this deck, my zombie wizard only casts 1-drops. In other decks, you could do things. Oh, come on! Opponent, seriously, come on. Pike Kitsune, I think the combo that you could consider is Become Immense plus Arcanist. If you really wanted to go deep. You would have to main phase the thing. Well, it would cast it for free. So I don't need to do that. Opponent, come on. Really, really, really frustrated right now. I just want to play. Who is Bakura? Bakura. Mighty Ergo TV. I don't think so because they won game 1, so that doesn't make sense. What's up, Bob and Chess? Bob and Cheese? Bob and Chessies? They have DC'd. Rope. I hate the rope too. I actually hate the phantom rope, which happened to me once or twice playing the... Like, you would just get roped out of nowhere, you're like, what? It wasn't even burning. The phantom rope was the worst, in my opinion. I do, Stu. What's up? Stu, I'm gonna bring you some cards, I think. I have like a giant stack of cards to bring you. I'm sort of excited. Stu, do you have an extra long box at your house, actually? I ran out. I was cleaning my room. Note how, like, clean my room is now. But I ran out of long boxes to put cards in. Well, Stu, whatever size this is. We're coming to your LGS? Alright. Okay, what was I doing? Thoughtseize my opponent, probably take Forked Bolt? I forgot my plan. I think that was my plan, but I don't even remember now. It's been, like, ages. It's been 7 minutes since I formulated that plan. Alright, Delta go. Okay. Did I know about that True-Name? Ah, damn it. Well, I guess I can wait a turn. I knew about the... No, I haven't cast a cantrip, right? No, so I didn't know. That's fine. I only have 2 True-Names in my deck is why I brought that up. So you wanted me to play towards a 2-outer? Instead of like my 15-outer of a land? This 1/3 is getting in there. Actually, I think I'm gonna just Edict that. If that doesn't work, I can always untap and Pyroblast it. Pyroblast time. Pyroblast. Pyroblast. Do you guys like my song? It's called Pyroblast Time by Not Quite Semisonic. Good song, thank you. You prefer the song Hydroblast? Ooh, actual counterspell? Alright. Okay. No! I needed that one! Alright, fine. Whatever. How do you want me to blast the counterspell? I can only cast this during the resolution of the card. Or the resolution of the ability. It's okay. I forgive you, Lisa. Very kind and caring like that. Kappa. What's up, Sai? How you doing? What's up, Duckamoy? I'm really bad at Forest or Bolus. That's a hard game for me. Agreed. Drawing cards actually does help deal damage if you think about it. My opponent has Daze and Unknown. Alright. So they saw me keep on top with Preordain, which is why they Dazed to make me crack the fetch. They return an island to their hand. Sai, do you think you're going to win Vintage this weekend? Sort of sucks. Do I make a token? I think I do, actually. This Daze kind of sucks. The same standstill player? Do they have Stony in their deck? And like Mindbreak Trap? It's Mark Acre. It's pretty good. I think I want all of those. Sup, Ophidian? I have a boat on top, which is good enough. Yep. Alright, that's how I feel like this matchup should go. They did not show us True-Name yet, so I still don't want this, I think. I'm happy not having Force. I think I can just kill their stuff. Basically, I'm pretty happy with this config, I think. Oh yeah. Teferi is good versus idiots, at least. Oh, this sucks. Pretty sure this is better than an average 5, but obviously not by much. Why the split on edicts? Because sometimes you want to edict yourself when your creature is being blocked by life gain. It's probably going to get countered, but whatever. I can't really not cast this here. Oh shit, I don't want those. Fuck! My lands! Alright, I guess. This is not really ideal. Oops, all Dreadhordes, indeed. Is that you, Ryan? I think it's you, Ryan. Yeah, it's kind of the worst land. One would even say a not good land. Wasteful land, yeah, that's a good one. A wasted land, that's more accurate. Sup, I was a Cam IMDK. It's not a bad land. It's just a wasted land. Alright. Probably gonna lose this game. Is Dreadhorde better than Tarmogoyf? Well, it's kind of weird to compare those two, I think. I think I'm just gonna start casting my idiots. I have a lot of idiots coming, so I don't really care if they die. Lumen Grid Warden never had it so good, y'all. It really did not have it so good. I am the owner of backup idiots, yeah. There's so many backup idiots. One bottom, one top. Look, we don't have to command the Dreadhorde. The Dreadhorde is already here, right? Is my opponent going to do anything real? Signs point to no. I don't know about that, Ryan. Really have no idea offhand. I don't think it was, because I know he owned Strifopile. Alright. I think I'm out of idiots, but that's okay. I'm really wondering what's going on over there. Alright. Nice. What are the chances this game lasts long enough that my opponent times out instead of me killing them? Because it doesn't look like I'm going to kill them anytime soon. Shit. Alright. I'm just going to untap and bolt it to play around Fluster. Or that. Nice. Don't really understand what's going on in this game. Like, I really don't understand. Like, games usually tell stories, and I'm unable to read the story of this game. I don't know. I guess that makes sense. I probably should have, actually. That would have actually been a lot better. I was too busy trying to figure out what the hell was going on with his hand. Or, yeah, actually, I do know this person isn't him. But I shouldn't assume in general. Interesting. Opponent's attack fade. Doesn't seem likely. Maybe it's just another counterspell. Right, that makes sense, actually. I've used 1 Brainstorm, 2 Brainstorms. I'm just going to play the land out then. Just gonna plus to play around a bolt. Opponent's deck is something alright, yeah. Two burn spells to take out my Liliana. Guess that would make sense, actually. A Reb and a Bolt. Okay. So I'm gonna Brainstorm, then probably minus to clear the Brainstorm. This Bolt does not seem great anymore. Alright, so minus. Alright, well if that's stuck, that's a really good sign for me, I think. I assume my Liliana is dying, yeah. Do they have another Bolt? Well, I guess that makes sense for them to have, actually. I could have waited a turn on the Fluster, but I think just the likelihood that my Pyromancer lives is not that high, so I would rather not risk that. Okay. This is a situation where the Marsh Casualties would be good, but whatever. Well, that's good too, obviously. If I cantrip Liliana, right? And they draw all Daze? I don't know, like... Should I attack, though? One thing to note is I only have 2 Brainstorms left in my deck, so I think it's more correct to play lands, but maybe it's not even correct whatsoever. I don't know. Anyways, I think I actually am going to attack. I still have like a reasonable block, and this puts them on a 2-turn clock from these true names if I want to do so, and I probably do by this point. Don't think I'm even going to cast that. I think that leads to me dying more often than not, actually. Sick said. I'm on turn 15 of Grixis Arcanist versus blue-red spells. Didn't even cast this because I think, like, that just leads to me dying more often. Alright, we're 4-0. Play loose, get rewarded is my motto. It could be both, actually. I was thinking about that too. Could definitely be both. Can't 1-4 if you keep 6. That is true. Alright, I'll keep. It's obviously not the most insane hand, but I think it is a keep. Okay, so this is the Blood Sun. Yeah, this is the Blood Sun Eldrazi nonsense. Fucker. Alright, well, you know what? Fuck that land. Most of these lists have 3... No! What the hell? Yeah, it... You might not have seen this list, but it has Blood Sun. I'm dead. Guess I could draw Abrade next turn. I need to draw exactly Abrade, I think, to have a shot of winning. And honestly, I probably have to Abrade that Rebel Master before I die. If I'd been on the play, I would have gotten to Daze the Chalice, and this game would have been probably pretty easy, but instead I'm going to bite it hard, I think. No, I can still draw Abrade and be sort of fine. Like, not obviously fine. Alright, I'm dead now. They know I have a Wasteland and a Flooded Strand, so it looks like is it to them, probably. What was I doing here? They're going to try to Blood Sun, but not Blood Moon. Their deck also has Eldrazi in it, so I think I'm going to go like this. I'm trying to decide what to side out. I can't remember if that deck has Cavern or not. I actually cannot remember. Blood Sun Eldrazi. No, that's the wrong one. Punching Fire. Trying to find it. Punching Eldrazi. That doesn't look quite right, but whatever. I'll just guess. Yeah, I don't think they have normal Blood Moons. I think I'm going to actually take out Forked Bolt. Because I actually don't think it's that good versus them. I think I'm going to shave... I like discard on the play, but I'm going to probably take it on the draw. So what's left that I'm allowed to take out? I think this is a matchup where I'm allowed to shave 2 of these. Because I think it's just not that... Maybe I'll just shave 3 of these in this matchup. I think that actually sounds correct. I'm not going to side in Null Rod, I'm sorry. Cartesian, I think this is just a different deck from the normal Is It Delver Arcanist deck. But I've loved the discard so far, so... Also, we won versus Elves because I had Liliana and Marsh Casualties, right? Ooh. Don't think I'm allowed to keep this. I think it's just too bad. Like, my plan is Pyromancer, Daze something, then die. I guess this is acceptable. Do I want the fetch for my Brainstorm? Probably. Not even going to cast a Preordain on 1 because I know I want my top card. I'm going to Brainstorm here, though. Alright. Doesn't seem like you should put Karn into Elves personally, but I'm not the boss of Caleb. I'm going to keep Wasteland for an Eldrazi Temple or a Soul Land or something. I have to stop there so I can bolt it. Sven Proud. I already have full Arcanist, so I don't really know what you're talking about. I'm actually going to waste this turn, and next turn play the Pyromancer with 2 Dazes up. I think cutting off the tomb is too important. For, I guess it's anti-predict to do that. Prefer that not happen to me. Possible I should have played the land to play around Bloodsun, just like crack it, but nah. I think I'm just not going to worry about it. Oh god. Alright, I guess I'm sort of punished. I even said that. Shinka and Hammerheim. Well, those cards open you up to Wasteland, so probably not. I have 1 Diabolic Edict, 1 Liliana's Triumph. I can't even read your username. It's in black letters on black, so I can't read it right now. All right. Really hope they don't draw Punishing Fire because I think that's going to be really, really, really tough to beat. Anyways, I have 2 edicts total. I just have a split. Because I think the situation where you want to block a lifelink creature comes up. Nice. I get to just triumph over the Smasher. Hope I draw a cantrip soon, I think. That, I guess. Alright. Now I need to know if that deck plays Fiery Confluence or not. I don't think it would, because it has Eldrazi Temple and Ancient Tomb, but you don't know what people do. So I'm gonna just play it out. Plus, that means if I draw a Bolt, they insta-die, so... I'm gonna Daze to make 2 creatures. It does, but I still have to worry about Chalice, Ved, right? 1, 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, nice. So I can actually attack with all and just discard one of these fetches to the Smasher trigger. Do you have a 1-row long box? And I'm going to bring you cards. Okay, fair. All right. Also, this makes Bolton out, so... Okay, do I want to change anything? Doesn't feel like it. Kind of just feels like I don't have enough... This is a matchup where more of these would shine, and more of these would shine. So... There is obviously a downside to playing, like, 4 Arcanists. But this hand's great, so I'm going to keep... No, I think the discard is better than the other cards in my deck versus them. Yeah, I changed my mind. I didn't say anything, obviously, but... Oh, hand just became really good, actually. That draw was freaking phenomenal. Alright. True-Name, I will not reveal. I'm gonna fetch for Volk and just jam my threat. Just killing them fast is such a priority, I think, because they have so many big creatures in their deck. Yeah, I think they probably should have mowed their hand, Tom, but obviously I'm not... Probably Force Pitch Brainstorm. Yeah, that looks right to me. Alright, yes, I will reveal Diabolic Edict. Attack for 6. Play True-Name. I'm not going to waste yet. Just think playing the True-Name is actually better. Look at my Zoo deck. Look at my zoo deck go. Grixis Zoo. Defensive Smasher? Sure. You got it. Offensive Smasher! You also got it! Smashers for everyone! Wastelands for everyone! Woo! Woo! Why did they attack? 5-0! 5-0 hype! Woo! Why did they attack? I think they're kind of screwed anyways. Arcanist did not do anything in that matchup. I'm gonna open some chests for y'all, my loyal viewers. Alright. Let's see. Who actually subbed? Alright, this White Faces, this is a chest for you. In addition to the chest we'll open. Ooh, Choice of Damnations. Engulf the Shore. I do, Ryan. I do. Ryan, I already opened all once! What do you want from me? Don't you remember? I already opened all once. 4,180 right now. Alright, this is for the rest of chat. Fate Unraveler, and Caves of Quellos. That was one so far. Number 2. Glissa the Trader. A promo one, I think, and 20 play points. I don't know, like probably nothing. These are all draft cards essentially. Alright. Chest number 3. Altar of the Brood. Chest number 4, Grave Pact and Predatory Advantage. Those cards are not great. Chest number 5, Traumatize. Probably not worth anything still. Chest number 6, Garrick's Horde, and Parhelion 2. I still want to know what happened to Parhelion 1. Does anyone know what happened to Parhelion 1? Sounds like a lore question. Dragon Skull Summit and Vicious Shadows. Yeah, Parhelion 1 just like, it doesn't exist. Come on. I want to know. Destroying the first Rav? Oh, that's sad. We don't talk about Parhelion 1. So it's like Fight Club. Ooh, Humility and Green Sun Zenith. Are these worth anything? What do you think? What do y'all think? Humility and Green Sun Zenith? Whoa. Look at that wall of text. What's up, Seth? I just 5-0'd with Dreadhorde Arcanist, Grixis Delver in Legacy. How are you doing? Blightsteel Colossus and Magosi. We're opening our 5-0 chests. Yeah. Blightsteel and Magosi, right. Whoa! Is this worth anything? Look at this art! Whoa! Look at it! It's 50 ticks? What the hell? And a Verdant Force. Wow, this looks sick! Seth, how did you lose your sword? I don't know how that happened. Alright. Jace and Verdant Force. That is a sick looking Jace. Seth, I did a bunch of war drafts on MTGO, as you can tell. Ooh, Sunscour and Visordrix. You know why Rabbit is a creature type in Magic? It's because of Visordrix and Kezidrix. So, Reed has rabbits in Magic because of Visordrix and Kezidrix. Pai Kitsune, I try not to keep any cards. Really. Ooh, Dig Through Time and Markov Blademaster. Don't think those are worth anything anymore. I would imagine not. And one last one. I do. I have Mana Traders sponsor me. Ooh, Sky Sovereign, Console Flagship, and this is Renewal. Alright. I'm actually going to start another league. Whoa, Primrose. Sounds like you know me, IRL. Alright. We 5-0'd the first league. Let's see if we can repeat. Obviously, you might not be able to, but I'm right ahead of JPA. Right ahead. I'm not adding Piracy Charm. I'm sorry, said I can't do it. Although I think it's really funny. Now we're just gonna play some good old-fashioned Grixis. It's gotten a bunch of new cards, although some of them are just like minor upgrades. Like this is a minor upgrade, but I do believe this sort of adds another dimension to the deck, which is worth it. Like just flashing back your cantrips is really good. Flashing back your removal or discard is pretty good. Piracy Charm lets you cast K command if you had it in your deck, but I don't. AXEY, I went 5-0. Really? Why would you say that? Would you say that because you have 4 trophies? You would say that because you have 4 trophies. Mental Misstep is someone. I wonder what my moto rating is now. Probably is absurd. Ooh, 1908. I've been on a sick run. Just winning all of the legacy leagues. Nice arbitrary number that means absolutely nothing. Yes. I understand how that works. Ooh, we have a match. Negator, I left that chat. Playing against a 2-2? Alright. I'm gonna keep. Like, this is not the best hand, but I think it's a keep. Obviously, if I get Chalice on, I will just freaking, like, want a cliff, but whatever. This hand's, like, pretty good besides that. Opponent's Bug Depths. I mean, this is not the best hand versus Bug Depths, but it's fine. Is this one of your disciples, Tom? Tom, is this one of your disciples? No spoilers during God season. Am I getting hymned? Alright. Huh. They fetched a stage, so they probably have depths in their hand. Ponder. Yes. I would like to reveal. So, I'm going to do something that looks a little bit funny. I'm going to fetch with Volk and Ponder, then play Delver. Alright, I don't want... So, I don't want to flip my Delver that badly, but the reason to do this is if there were good cards, I would be able to play my Delver and still flip it. But I'm just going to shuffle because I think that's just too bad. Do people understand what I'm saying, I guess? Like, or does that sound crazy? I might actually just, like, have them dead through a Merit Lage, which is kind of sick if this one flips. I think I might have them dead before they get to do anything real, which is kind of sick. Like, I'm counting a lot of damage in my blue zoo deck. Like, this is going to be 4 at least. 4, 7, 8, 9. And they can't really do this turn unless if they have 2 Spirit Guides and they're playing Spirit Guide and they have crop rotation. What? Huh? Did they misclick? Hold up. They misclicked, right? They were supposed to discard stage to the Mox and play Hexmage? I'm not, but it is confusing. So, I'm also going to Ponder looking for a Wasteland, actually. Oh, baby! Alright. Good luck. Good luck. You can't trick me. I know how this works. Okay. Wait, they said hi. They said God draw Wasteland, ... Except I cast a Ponder and kept. Okay. I see. Oh, man. Yeah, God draw. I'm trying to remember what happens in this matchup. Yeet 908. Should I ask them? I'm not going to do it, but that's what I'm thinking. No. How's it cowardly to not... Chat confirmed Brood, yes. You'll sub if I do it? Alright. This is not that impolite. Stu, you have to sub now. Alright, I'm gonna side out one Arcanist. Oh, Stu, thanks for the sub. Alright. Drawing to 15 blue sources. So that's 1/3 plus 4/9 by turn 2. 1/3 plus 4/9 is... Wait, 1/3 plus 4/9. I actually think this hand is close. Let me think about it though. 1/3 plus 4/9 is what? It's actually less than that. So do I, said. That's what I was thinking, but I'm trying to run the numbers. It's actually closer to a 4th, I guess. It's like 49% on the draw, actually. Alright, I'll keep for science. I'm not sure. Davosaur, that's bad logic. It's either correct to keep or not, regardless if you're upper game or not. I wrote out the actual number for you for NIA. And yes, that expands to the same thing without the rounding. Sure. I don't really care about that whatsoever. I actually think this hand was... Yeah, it's 48.9%, right? That's what Google tells me. Goblin Waku went 5-0. Right. Gonna... Actually, I should have forced that, I think. That was a mistake. I should have forced that, actually. Oh well. I hope that doesn't cost me, but it might. Yeah, if I lose to stage depths, I definitely deserve it because I did not... Like, my hand is... nothing. Yeah. Oh my god, why am I so stupid? Why? I'm so dumb. Well. That's definitely being forced. Ooh, I can cast that. Decay Delta. Alright, nice. So if I draw fetch, it's pretty good. Alright. No changes yet. Volcanic is the best land in my deck right now because it's actually crumbling Necropolis, which is kind of sick if you think about it. They're gonna stifle me? Guess they might stifle me, but that's okay. Alright. Oh, I didn't actually F6, right? I chose not to force it, but then I realized it was a mistake. Okay. Mental F6 is more accurate, yeah. Mutagenic growth is not bad. I think I saw some of the lists in Modern doing that. Ah, yes. The pay 30, make a merit wage plan. It's a classic of our time. How many discard spells does this deck normally play? Because that's like kind of scary, honestly. No, Ryan, it wasn't. Which is obviously my fault. 8? A lot of people probably, Lisa, but definitely you and I have. Yeah, that was such a punt. Did I leave an Abrade? I did not. Alright. Mox no discard is an interesting decision. True name. I think I'm actually going to keep that one. Maybe they have traversed the Evenwald. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they have 4. Polluted Delta. I don't want that one though. Get my 3rd Volcanic. I actually fucked up again. I should have actually fetched for Underground Sea with one of them to play around them crop rotating away their Urborg. Forgot about that, but that's clearly like something I should have worried about. Although I don't know if it's actually going to matter. All right, Daze, yes, please. Gonna bolt them upkeep probably. Yeah, I mean, like 49% is not terrible, and you have a Wasteland and 2 forces, so I think it actually is a keep. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I should have bolted when they tapped out. Whoops. Another mistake. Alright, so 1-0 in the new league, 6-0 tonight with the deck. I got somewhat lucky, and I also punted twice, but also their deck did actual nothing, so that's the story of that match. Yep. Ooh, another match. Playing against Martyr 1207. They did miss quick game 1 away. I'm not sure what would have happened if they'd made a Marrow Age. I didn't do the math on the damage. Martyr's on D&T. I mean, I guess I'm gonna keep still, but like, this is not the most exciting hand versus taxes, obviously. I think I played Martyr last time when I was on Humans on Monday, and I beat them. Because Humans is actually favored versus D&T, I think. Alright, nice. Yeah, we do. Not meddling effects. I just think situationally, sometimes you want to edict yourself versus like Batterskull or something like that. Interesting. If I let them keep Tomic, I can't waste them. Do I want to waste them is the other question. I think I probably do. This is hard. Maybe I just resign myself to not wasting them and hope they don't draw a 3rd land. Yo, why is this so hard? Oh my god. Alright, so it's either Stoneforge or Tomic, obviously. Exactly, and your 10 cantrip deck, lever number 1, like, it's sometimes useful to slightly diversify a similar effect. Alright, I think I'm going to take Stoneforge and not force the Tomic and hope to draw a Lightning Bolt, is the actual answer. Wu-Tang Financial? I don't even know what that means. Schadenport. Okay. Alright, you can do that. I guess now I'm going to Wasteland your freaking port. Alright. Now that's definitely fine. Oh. Then I'm gonna Brainstorm and play Delver. I'm gonna put the Wasteland back because I don't expect to answer the Tomic very soon. I'm gonna put these two back essentially. I think I'm gonna Daze their first 3-drop for sure. Then I'm gonna decide what's going on. Alright. We are at a pretty low life total already, though, which is kind of... Oh my god! Alright. Gonna use Forked Bolt to kill those two eventually, I hope, but I have to counter that GT, otherwise I just die. That sucks. There's blue text on all of the lands, boyo. Literally all of the lands have blue text on them. Also, I wonder if my opponent kept this hand thinking I was lands, because this card is super annoying. Like, come on, what the hell? If you read the design article for the set, they explicitly said that they print this as a land hoser. I'm like, why? The deck wasn't even winning. Well, it was always going to be a 2-3 to begin with, Ryan. It was a DRS and lands hoser. It was both. Alright, I'm saying go. Yeah, I think it's a very ham-handed design. Ooh. You know, Luke, since we've hung out this weekend, I'm going to also mod you. Well, the weird thing is you can't even recruiter that because it has 2 power less. Note, you can Imperial recruiter it. Oh shit, Eddie! Oh, hold on, Eddie! Alright, there we go. Oh shit, I revealed Dreadhorde Arcanist. Do I want to play it? They got SoFi? Alright, well, I'm gonna fetch. I don't want to draw that, actually, but... Let's see, I can fetch. Alright. Come on! Not that. Feels like I'm really dead. Actually, I'm gonna pack it in to save time. I'm so dead. Arcanist was good in our first 5-0. I'm in League number 2, match 2. Actually, alright. I'm not literally dead. This card sucks versus TNT in my opinion. Also, don't love discard generally. I'd rather fight on board. I'm gonna side in Null Rod and Rampage though. And probably side out. Since I showed them Arcanist, they might side in Rip, so I'll side out 2 Arcanists. I also think this card is weaker versus Thalia as well. Yeah, I shouldn't have conceded. That was a little bit premature, but I was just getting annoyed. Alright. Not allowed to keep this one, I think. Not allowed to keep this one. Not allowed to keep this one either. I guess. Yo, this sucks. Basically dead, I think. By the way, I'm going to draw the Ponder and not play Delver on 1. I agree it's good for a 4, I just don't think it's that likely to win as well. So I'm going to ignore the Mother Runes, I think. I think the way I win is by bolting them a bunch of times. Just hope they never draw a Plow or a Flying Creature, essentially. Obviously, the odds I win this game are very low, but we'll attempt. I also know my top card is Volcanic Island, which is not the best. Oh, that's bad. Alright. I did not play this well. Well, I didn't play game 1 well. This game I don't think I had many decisions. I don't think playing Delver on 1 is that great for what it's worth. Anyways, I think I'm going to go for an EOT Bolt on the Mother Runes, untap, Forked Bolt both of the Flicker Wisp and Mother, and hope my thing flips. If it doesn't, whatever. If it does, great. Probably going to draw, like, Marsh Casualties. Oh, that's good, at least. Well, so the reason to hit Mother of Runes is if they draw another Flicker Wisp, then at least I can attack through it. I'm going to attack first, though, and see what happens. Sup, Ignacio Herrera Soto? Is that correct? If it's incorrect, I apologize. They pat their own mother of runes. That's not a good sign. Probably means they have Sophie equip. Yup. There's so few reasons to pat yourself there, but this is one of the ones that makes sense. I hope you do too, Eddie. I can steal it if I draw a bolt off the top, actually. Just kind of sick. I mean, I can steal the match if I draw a bolt off the top. Basically has to be specifically lightning bolt off the top. No! Okay, I had no outs. Alright, fine, opponent. Fine. Alright, I tried pretty hard for that 4-card hand, but... I tried really hard. Okay. I think I'm going to... I guess I'll finish this league up. Well, I'll either finish the league up or stop when it hits 10. One or the other. Cervex. Should I keep this one? It's the dilemma that so the dilemma is, what land do I get? I think I'm gonna get blue-red. I'm gonna keep and get blue-red. You got it. Yeah, it's a little aggressive. Just a tad aggressive. But you know what they say, no gamble, no future. What are you going to take? True-Name. Oh, that's not good. Do you think they're gonna get it? Oh, what? It's Grixis, I guess. Alright. My fellow is dead. If I bolted last turn, I would be able to play the Angler, but whatever. I might bolt EOT this time. My legs are locking up. All right. Okay, I did not need those really. Probably gonna shuffle away these burn spells. They don't look good to me here. Yeah, I think the Pyro is better than the burn spells. That hymn was basically the best possible outcome for me, I believe. Could force this, or I could just play another threat. I think this is like a close decision. I think I am gonna force it though. Don't really foresee myself winning a protracted game given how the board has progressed too. Opponent chose not to shuffle. That's not a good sign, but it is what it is. Wish I had still had Price of Progress in my sideboard for this matchup. Snap Bolt, probably on the Pyromancer. Yep. All right. See if I can run them out of removal. It's not terribly likely, but it's hypothetically possible. They chose to shuffle with Ponder, which is a good sign for me. What's gone? I don't have any true names left to draw to. So there is that. Yikes. That's quite bad for me. What's up, Ferrando? Yeah, I'm probably dead now. Do I cast this as a scry too? Probably have to. This is going to be good enough this game. No. They can only flashback Brainstorm and Preordain. Also sucks that I only have one Forked Bolt in my deck. Alright. It's going not great. Alright. They basically just have it all now, so I'm pretty dead. Liliana, the last hope. Okay, we're done. We're done here. Alright. Cards that suck. This one's not great. Actually, don't love discard. I think I would rather cover them. Well, hold on. Let me rephrase that. I actually think discard with Arcanist in my deck is good. But what do I want to take out? Yeah, I'm kind of thinking I can cut the forces, actually. Which I wasn't fond of doing so in the past, but I think now I am. I think I might just cut, like, Pyromancer, because I think it's just awful versus them. But maybe that's crazy. I don't know, you could post it in the Discord, Big Richie. There's a channel for that. I think I'm relatively happy with this. I think Pyromancer is good, Arcanist is bad here. That's the exact opposite of what I would have thought, actually, but... I could also just side these out. I kind of hate them, except... It's weird. They're kind of good, but they're kind of not good as well. I think I'm going to try this configuration, but I'm not sure, obviously. Just going to Thoughtseize on 1, and probably Brainstorm on 2. It's not great. I think I'm actually going to take the Bolt and just hope to draw a land, and then Daze the Edict. I guess they might duress my Daze, but I think they're going to duress Brainstorm instead, so... I suppose I could take duress, but I think that's kind of cowardly. Maybe that's actually correct. Strix is like the last card I want to take, in my opinion. I think it's Duress or Bolt. The question is which. I think Duress is actually correct. Oh, that's a sick duress. Should I brainstorm this turn? So the thing is, even if I brainstorm this turn, I can't even play the Arcanist. So I guess I'm not supposed to. Guess it's time to see if they drew a blue source. Because if they have a fetch here, they'll play the fetch every time, I think. Oh, you know what's another high upside of this? Is I can just waste this. Oh my god. Alright. Sucks. Gonna have to cast the other one next turn as well. Alright, this is a stupid game. Definitely have to fire this one off though. Alright, we're still in very bad shape. It's basically who gets to draw out of this BS first. I guess I have a lot of soft counters, which is kind of nice. No, no freaking way. No freaking way. Oh my god. Not GG. They could have like Liliana's defeat in their deck. But they do have 2 Liliana's Triumphs and a Lightning Bolt. Not even going to play this yet because they're allowed to use their mana efficiently. If I draw a second creature and play both, then it at least overloads them for 1 turn. That's the reasoning behind doing what I did right there. They could play Angrath's Rampage, but, I mean, I'm not going to worry about it. Said. I think this is higher equity to just wait. Subfire Hellkite. Did I leave in Pyromancer? I did not, so I can just fire these and stuff. Your corned beef finished today. Nice. So now there is actually a very real reason to do it, and I'll tell you. The reason is this overloads their mana in case if they have a Jace or something next turn. It forces them to have a 6-land and Jace. They've used the Bolt and they have 2 Triumphs. Actually, they might not even have those by this point. Oh, I guess they do. But whatever. Jace? I didn't even explain why I did it, but I do believe it's correct. Nice, so I get to bolt the Jace. Alright, so... serious question. Do I make True-Name plus Bolt? Or do I just keep upticking? One vote for yes. Well, this is definitely happening. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to make a True-Name. We don't know they still have Triumph, Ferrando. We actually don't know. I could very easily see a universe where it's been shuffled away by this point. Angler? Or Inquisition? Damn. 3 to 4 usually. Obviously, it could vary, but it's usually 3 to 4. That was nice. Yeah, I kind of feels like, yeah. It kind of felt like the Liliana was going to die that turn after a Jace Brainstorm, right? That's kind of why I wanted to make the play I did. I have so much stuff to delve away. I can even, like, leave it all in there for Arcanist. No reason not to bluff, I think. It cost me so little. It actually literally cost me nothing, so... This is what happens when both people miss land drops, like, turns 3 through 6. I'm actually going to sacrifice the Angler. Yo, Professor 0x, thanks for the follow. It's just so easy for the Angler to get blanked by that deck instead of the True-Name. Obviously, it's not, like, perfect, but... And if they have Snap Triumph, that would have killed all my creatures anyways. And yeah, versus a Jace, it's so much better to have this in play than it is alternative. Oh no, they left on top, it must be land! Alright. Now I wish I had played the fetch, but whatever. Okay, attack that Jace down. They should have attacked first. They knew my hand. Alright. Well, they only missed 2 damage, so, like, whatever. Like, I think when Grixis control wins this matchup, it's like a snowbally burying. I think we're about to see that happen. Alright. Well, maybe not, but... Gonna shuffle. Those are not good enough. Shit. I think I'm about to lose, like... Yeah, like, the Jace engine's just online. It's gonna be so tough to get out of. I really needed to hit a Pyroblast there, I think. I have 1 bolt and 2 blasts left. Gonna do it during their upkeep. It kind of feels like they have Force in their hand, based on the number of lands they left untapped. I mean, they probably do, but I can't do anything about it. Sucks. Yeah, it did, but what do you want me to do? Not cast my thing and just let them get further ahead? I think I have to cast my thing. Shuffle. Alright. I guess we'll see if it's good enough. It won't be, because at worst they can always just unsummon their Snap and Snap Triumph. But I think they have a removal spell for it, probably. C'est la vie. Does this mean they have Liliana the Last Hope, or... I guess I'll just have to take it, unfortunately. It means Last Hope or K Command, I think. It's been pretty good. I don't think their opponent is the absolute bravest, but it seems like a pretty easy deduction that they probably have Liliana the Last Hope or K Command. Given how many turns have happened with Jace active, it seems kind of ludicrous to think that they don't have that. Oh, that's bad. I haven't loved GTA and these variants in quite a while. What's up, Bellator? Alright, opponent. Alright, you got me. Alright, we're 1-2 in this week, not great, but we did 5-0 earlier, so... Could have played that better, I think. Well, I don't know. We lost when we got Brainstorm walked, I guess. You can check out the deck list on the left-hand side via the Cardboard Live extension. #sponsored. Or this should be a link to it as well. Opponent is 1-3. Alright. I think I'm going to still keep this. I think this is good enough. It's like borderline, but I think it is good enough. Alright, no longer good enough probably, but... Damn. Alright. Also, if I knew my opponent had discard spells in their deck, I would probably not mulligan anyways, so it is what it is. Chose not to shuffle. It's probably a bad sign. Oh, sick. Best draw on the deck. Yep, Brainstorm off the top. Yeah, buddy. That's not ideal, but it's better than nothing, I suppose. I guess probably going to keep these Wastelands on off chance my opponent's soft to them, but I'm not holding my breath clearly because they've gone basic swamp, basic island so far. So they're blue-black Omnitel. Actually going to play the Arcanist and try to develop and hope they don't have another show immediately. If they do, so be it. I don't think wasting them accomplishes much except, like, I don't establish anything and then they could just draw land and... Ooh. If I get to untap, this is very good for me. All right, nice. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna waste them, then play Pyromancer, then attack and make a token. Of the decks I was expecting, I was not expecting blue-black Omnitel. All right. I guess if they get 3 show and tells, I should actually just intuition or cast Ponder and Preordain looking for a thing, a soft counter or a counter or whatever. But we'll see what they do. 3 Limdol's Vaults. Alright, I suppose you can have a Limdol's Vault. I think I'm just going to play the Pyromancer then. Get my clock on. I will shuffle. Take your one and like it. Take it and like it. Sucks. Alright, give me a cantrip. Oh, I guess I have plenty of cantrips in my graveyard, right? Never mind. Give me a force. That's good too. I actually love Arcanist in these matchups, I think. I think it's so good. I mean, assuming you don't get killed immediately, right? What did they pitch? Pitch Preordain, so they have Limdol's Vault. I think I'm gonna Daze here too. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna Daze. Alright. I'm gonna put the waste away because they know about it. I'm actually going to fetch and main phase Brainstorm looking for a discard spell, I think is my plan. I think that's just really good. Because if I get to untap, they are basically dead anyways. Oh, look at the red 2-drop. The army. Just army in a can. That was really good. That worked out really well for me. I guess, do I want Surgical for Zubi Omni? It might be better because they might have less ways to actually do their thing. So I think I do. It also messes with Limdol's Vault, so I think it's a little bit better in this matchup than the other one. I'm not going to bother with Edicts this time because I think their shows are more likely to just kill me outright off of Omniscience. I could... this hand sucks. Well, this is fine. Opponent has gone to 5. Alright. Don't want that. No! Alright, I guess they only have 3 cards in their hand, but... I wonder if they'll just take the Preordain. Yeah. That's what I would have guessed as well. This looks very familiar. This is how the last game started too, right? Nice. That wasn't a Brainstorm, but that was still good, so... Alright, that's actually pretty good. I'm gonna hide the Arcanist on top, I think. Because of Thoughtseize, mostly. Oh, the other reason Surgical is good is they showed me Intuition, right, in game 1? And Intuition is quite bad versus Surgical. Like, very bad. Alright, time to start casting some cantrips looking for more stuff to do. I think a Pyro is good enough, probably, but it is close. It's blue-black Omnitel. Or I think it's Omnitel anyways. Guess I'll keep both on top in that order specifically and say go. These two are friends. I've discovered this. A zombie wizard and a human shaman are best friends. Alright. Nice, we're just gonna have it all now. Gonna get another Volk. Basically, I could foresee a scenario where I get like a bunch of good cards in my hand that are red. Alright, now I'm going to do some arithmetic. I have 3, 4, 5, 6 showing. I'll have 7 the next turn after that. So casting this doesn't actually speed up the clock, and I have plenty of cantrips in my graveyard, so I should just hold it for my forest, plus keeping 2 Dazes. Alright. So I'm 2-2. I'm getting really tired. Alright, I think I'm actually going to call it now, but thanks for everyone hanging out tonight. I think the deck is relatively good. It's not perfect yet. Maybe it will never be perfect, but I'm going to send all of you to one Brown Dune. I was just trying to maximize it currently. I don't know if it's perfect right now. So I was playing 4 Arcanist, but, you know. Anyways, sending you all to BBD. Hope you have a good one. The only one. Yes.